don't really have the right infrastructure here to be able to survive.
Everyone is hungry.
Nairobi is not that traditional.
It's a super DIY approach.
They cleared music and art from the curriculum.
When you pass through a door, just make sure it's open for the next person.
So you have what is considered to be Kenyan mainstream. And for me, it's not enough. It doesn't cover enough experiences. It doesn't go deep enough musically. It doesn't go wide enough artistically.
I think what makes music African is it's made by an African. Sounds are universal, you know, like it just matters like who makes it, how you made it, and your influences. It's all the music we make. I take a bit from house, I take a bit from Afro music and Afrobeat, and I'll take a bit from like South African Kom or Kwaito music, but then I'll still be listening to Drake, you know, so it's like a really universal palette.
I've always wanted to belong to Kenyan mainstream, but on my terms. And I think that when I am considered to be Kenyan mainstream, it would mean that I have expanded the lane so wide that people like me and others can be included in this narrative of Kenya.
Muthoni drama queen.
Nairobi is not that traditional. Like people don't really care so much about traditions. Here people think, why not? You know, why can't you do it a different way?
Yeah, everyone is hungry and just pushing. Like you can find your cab driver has like 2 different jobs. Everybody is hustling, you know, so it just gives you that mentality of to get my shit in order, I have to be pushing.
It's a super DIY approach. That's what we pride ourselves on, is really making do with what you have. I look at entrepreneurship in a creative way, in the sense of just using what you have to make do and really be the best.
I guess I don't think we think of ourselves as entrepreneurs in the sense that like it's for making money. It's just that you have to, like it's no one else is going to do it for you. So in other countries, there's a bunch of booking promoters. There's agencies that can sign you and do all that. But here, there's not so much of that.
We don't really have the right infrastructure here to be able to survive as a traditional record label that produces, licenses, and sells music and lives off that.
I've been craving that holy water. I've been craving that holy water. I've been craving.
Mid-2016, I think, Earwave was quite new, and I started to really observe this younger generation of artists and their approach, which is extremely 100% based on collaboration and bartering with one another. I really feel that they've been instrumental in this idea of share what we've got. And I think it's just the spirit of this generation, right? Because if you don't have money and you have creativity, then you can trade in creativity with other creatives, right? For us, it's been 100% like invent the way. There is no such way, and work it out, figure it out, go forward.
People here don't treat like what we do as like a thing. Like they, even the government, like, I mean, they cleared music and art from like the curriculum. Basically, if you're in the creative sector, it's like a hobby of some sort. So people don't take you seriously until you're like super big.
I mean, it's the African syndrome of you either be a doctor, a lawyer, like, you know, the other things, like, it's like, that's not failure. Yeah, or failure.
There's a great saying that says, it's like, when you pass through a door, just make sure it's open for the next person. I think that's what I'm trying to do, is to make sure that even if it's not my door they're passing through, they have an idea on doors being open, basically. So MIDI Minds Kenya is a company that I founded with 3 of my friends, Akash, Dylan, and Sheil. We just wanted an outlet for us to do things that are not necessarily done. By that, I mean we wanted to push the importance of education in terms of music production. We thought that was super important to get your skill level high so as to gain more exposure and to get more opportunities, to be able to be ready to go out there to the main world.
the only way to go forward is to help each other. So I feel like that also sort of forced us to all like come together to like achieving like a similar goal, despite of like everyone's different routes and stuff like that.
I really truly believe that you cannot win alone. This thing doesn't work. It doesn't matter if I am an individual superstar. It doesn't matter if I have a good career and I'm making it and I'm living the life. There is no industry if you're alone. An industry requires like everybody. If there's only one great band out of Nairobi, you have no industry. You have no impact. If there's like 30 fire bands from Nairobi, there's impact at home, and the impact at home pushes you out.
I'm feeling him, oh, what a lover. No one a rapper, don't want no other. Oh, what a nice face, oh, what a nice face, oh, what an upgrade. Who love me better, who make me sweater, who make me bigger. Cannot equate to any ex-ladies, do you relate?
Every now and then I have this dreamy moment of how amazing would it be if I just had like a big label that would just take away all my headaches and all my problems. My life would be so good I could just be an artist all day, every day. No, I'm cool. I understand who I am. I'm a builder of industry. I'm Henry Ford. I build shit. And what I have learned is that you don't have to build alone, right? And there's a lot of people, good people, focused, determined, believing people who you can bring into the team and who really bring expertise and who really bring passion and who really bring resources.
Seeing the actual potential that you have and really taking a risk to find what the reward is. The deeper I invest, the more the returns are. So I just want to keep going right back into it. And we look at it this way, the bigger the shows we have and the more people that come, it just allows us to be more creative.
The gatekeeper isn't required anymore because as long as you can put your things together online and build a community around your ideas, then you're able to have like a truly sustainable, creative life in Kenya.
Yeah, so I think the internet's been really like a big resource for even just the type of music that we make.
My producers and I had our first session on Skype, right? It's like, oh, do we like each other? Should I maybe come to Switzerland? And so it really, I'd say it's everything. It's the discovery. Just like 2 days ago, there was a Nigerian group who slid into the DMs and they're like, hey, we like your song, could we make a collaboration?
I feel it's important to create our own industry here because there is no industry.
We're barely gonna benefit from like the work we put in. It's more for like the people who are coming after us. What can we do to like dictate what's behind us and what's like,
Ahead of us.
Kenyans support other Kenyans in building the scene, and that's like the goal.